Hey guys, what's up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. So in this video, I want to give you 3 keys to success. 3 things that you should be focusing on every single day. Every time I speak to somebody, just had a coaching call, and even though everybody has their own individual things that they're trying to focus on, you can always package these 3 things up, send it to them and say, hey, focus on these things and you will achieve whatever it is you're trying to get to. You would achieve the goals you're trying to get to. You achieve wherever you're trying to get to. You're trying to get a new job, trying to become a product designer, trying to land an interview, trying to move up in your career, whatever. 3 things. Stay to the end. I'll throw in a bonus. 3 things. Number 1, skills, skilling up. Number 2, belief. Number 3, hard work. Skills, belief, hard work. Number 1, skills. When I think of skills, I say, hey, we all got to skill up. Think of skills. When I talk about skills, I think of a measuring stick. You only need to first skill up on the essentials, the essential things. And then everything else from that point on throughout your career is just learning new things every day. But the essential things is what I talk about when I say, hey, you need to just skill up. Like majority of the people that I deal with, it could be just a visual design thing. And it's mainly just a visual design thing. So when I think of skills, and these principles, skilling up, belief, and hard work applies to any career. But when it comes to UX design, the core skills that I think people should be skilling up on is visual UI design. That's the number 1 hard skills. Understanding how to design a product interface with a high degree of aesthetics, like a high degree of pixel perfect, design, if you will. Okay, just that particular skill. Now, there's a lot involved in that, but that particular skill, get that. The other 2, so the visual UI design is the number 1 thing. The other 2 is having a problem-solving process that you can explain, that you can always reference when you're trying to figure out and solve a problem. And number 3 is applying critical thinking. Being able to explain your problem-solving process and being able to apply and explain how you apply critical thinking throughout your job. Those 2 are going to get you the oohs and ahs in the interview. Okay. The visual design is what's going to get you people. I want to speak to that person. All right. Once you're in the interview, they know that you have the skill. That's what got you there. Speaking to them about your problem solving process and how you think and applying critical thinking. Now that is going to show them that, hey, this designer goes beyond just being a great graphic designer, a great user interface designer. This designer knows how to think like a designer. And so you can package those 2 things, that problem solving and critical thinking, in a nutshell. You can just say common sense. I think I'm gonna write a book called UX Design is Common Sense. UX design is all common sense. And that common sense boils down to understanding how to solve problems, understanding when to apply critical thinking. Tell my son all the time, he's trying to figure things out. I'm like, think through it. Think through it. Common sense. If I wasn't here, how would you open that? He's like, Dad, I can't open this. How would you open it if I wasn't here? I would probably go get a scissors. Okay, well, you got to think. It's simple. It's common sense. You get what I'm saying? So that's just me talking to my son. When you have kids, you know what I'm talking about, right? Hey, Dad, Mom, how do I do this? Think through it. You gotta problem solve. Critically think through it. Like ask yourself questions. Like, how do I open this thing? Or how do I get to this thing? Or how do I log in? What do I need it to log in? Let me search something. You get what I'm saying? It's all common sense. But not to digress. The 3 skills that you should be skilling up on: visual UI design, problem solving, and critical thinking. The problem solving and critical thinking, you can do a Google search and start trying to dabble in those. I have a process. If you are if you want to know my process, hit me up in the comments below. I'll send you links to videos that has those. All right. And obviously visual UI design, you should be working on that every single day. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 30 minutes here, 45 minutes a night, one night, hour and a half, another night. Maybe you're grinding for 2.5 hours one night, just watching tutorials, just grinding, getting inspired on Dribbble, Pinterest, or whatever, and just grinding and just improving your visual UI design skills. Skill up. Number 2 is belief. Now I can spend hours on each of these topics, but number 2 is belief. You have to believe that, because when you get the skills, you have to believe through repetition, through consistency, through hard work, through asking questions, through learning each and every day and applying yourself, you're going to get to where you gotta go. You have to believe that. Right. And also this comes to my bonus that I'm talking about at the end. But when you get with the right people and they kind of like can hold you by your hand and show you that you can achieve this thing and you can be this person, and the things that you're trying to accomplish, the people there are no different than you. Like you realize that I can do that. Like Earl Nightingale has this quote that if you believe it, you can achieve it, type of thing. And he kind of breaks it down like this. If your mind can truly conceive and believe it, you will achieve it. Like you have to have belief. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, I don't believe I can be an astronaut, so that I will never achieve it, right? Because I can't conceive me being an astronaut. I won't go through all the training to be but if I'm like, you know what? I could land that job. I know I can do that job. I can be a product designer. I could land a new job if that was your goal. You believe that, you will achieve it. Belief. And you have to have a belief even deeper than that. Like believe that you're put here, you're in the right place at the right time. And by you putting one foot in front of the other and reaching your potential, that's what your purpose is for, reaching your potential. And you will continue to achieve. And if you don't have belief, the courage will go away. When you believe something, like I could post a video and I could share my value with people and people are going to benefit from this video. Like I have confidence in that. Like when you believe that, there's a level of confidence, not arrogance. It's just confidence that kind of comes over you. And that confidence will propel you further. Third one is hard work. Gary Vaynerchuk has a video I like. It's like a little quote on a talk he was doing. It was like, nobody's achieved anything of value without hard work. My wife is one of the hardest working people that I know, hands down. She's up till 2:30 in the morning. She's the #1 producer for her brokerage, Coldwell Banker Quality Properties. This woman is up 2:30 in the morning, grinding. People always ask her, how do you do that? And I just say, this woman works. She works, she grinds, right? I look back, my son always cracks jokes nowadays. And I'm like, bro, he's 13 now. I'm like, bro, when you were a baby, that's when I started the YouTube channel. When you were a baby, like you were like 2, I was putting you to bed and I was grinding at night. I had bloodshot eyes. People remember me, but those of you who are me back in the days, I would do videos like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning. I would record videos. Crickets are in my garage. I'm recording in my garage. I can hear the crickets. It's a true story. A tutorial I was doing once, I could hear crickets in the back because it was 2 a.m. in the morning. Crickets were creeping through my garage and it was crazy. Long story short, grind every day. Grind every day. If I want to be successful at like marketing my brand and all that stuff, I have to put videos out every single day. I don't. So I know I don't work as hard as I can. But I did an experiment once. I was like for like a month and a half after I read the 10X Rule, which was the best book in my opinion to light a fire under your butt. I grinded for 2 months, put out a video almost every single day, and it was like the amount of that comes from that, just putting out a YouTube video every day or every other day, or like really consistent, like the grind. You will achieve where you want to go by grinding, working hard. There's no substitute for that, and you should take pleasure in knowing that hey, no one's got success by kicking their feet up, eating Cheetos. No one. Everybody has grind. And so if you put in the work every single night, work on your skills, visual UI design, problem solving, like explaining your problem solving process and knowing your problem solving process, applying critical thinking, understanding what critical thinking is, and making sure that's there. That package, that's it. Have the belief, work hard, consistent, everyday pursuit. There's a lot of things out there that you can't control. You can't control recruiters hitting you up. You can't control hiring managers hitting you up. But if you grind every day and have that confidence, have the skills, have the confidence, have the belief, have the hard work every single day, it's like rocket science. It's like it's guaranteed. The success is guaranteed to be there, and then you're guaranteed to reach your goals. Success is once you get into the pursuit and the flow of your goals, you're already successful. Right? The success is the pursuit of something worthwhile, not the actual achieving it. So once you get these lined up, you're already successful. And bonus, the last thing is surround yourself with positive people that gives you the confidence, right? That gives you the confidence, like the talks, like this video. I posted a video the other day on my Instagram and I think LinkedIn as well, about me. I was just marinating on positivity and videos, like watching sales calls and stuff like that, and watching these entrepreneurs and just grind, and it just motivated me to another level. And so you have to make sure you surround yourself with the right people. And we always don't have those people in our lives, like as friends, but you have online. And you have to sift through the noise because there's politics, there's this, there's that. You got to sift through all the noise and nonsense and get with the right messages. Hold on to those nuggets and just vibe off of that and marinate on that. When you do, it's going to put you in that place. And also limit the dopamine rushes. Like dopamine is like when you post stuff for likes, or you're on Instagram, or you're on Twitter, or you're on this Facebook, and you're just vibing off of things just to get feed off of nonsense. No, make sure it's all productive, that it's leading to something. Anyway, I can go on and on for hours on this topic, but I was thinking about this, had a coaching call with somebody, and I wanted to really like get this message out. I think this is vital. Scale up, have belief, and work hard. You achieve anything. It's all there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. Be blessed.